What type of article is it?
A nonfiction article?
Nonfiction, absolutely. Now let's take that broad genre and bring it in a little bit more. What else can you tell me about the type of article that it is?
Comparative.
Comparative, what is it comparing?
Vampires and like humans, and if they can coexist.
Okay, vampires and humans and whether or not they can coexist. So the beginning of the title, Intertemporal Model of Coexistence of Two Rival Species. Who looked up intertemporal? You just know what it is. Tell me what intertemporal is, Eric.
Intertemporal is basically the timeline and how they connect between the two.
Okay, how do two things connect across a timeline? So we're talking about the connection of two rival species based on past, present, and future. Now, the second part of the title is much simpler. A case of vampires and humans cohabitation. What does cohabitation mean?
To live together.
Okay, to live together. How many of you do vampires?
Vampire Diaries. Like Twilight?
Okay. Twilight. Ah. Okay, so now what you're talking about is basically the subject of this particular article. And you actually have quite a bit of information on this subject already. So while you might have approached the article and went, whoa, this is not something that isn't in your wheelhouse. You understand this whole idea of vampires and humans coexisting, even if it's on a mythical or fictional or metaphorical level. Now, what can you tell me about this? Jess.
It's a logo of some sort, like some, I guess you can say company.
Okay, scientific research is a publication company. So if we were looking to identify the publisher is scientific research. And scientific research is an academic publishing company. When you go to college and you choose a major, you will begin to access what are known as academic journals that deal with your particular major. What do you think is the major for this particular journal?
Economics, maybe, because it says modern economy at the top.
Economics, because here is the actual title for the journal. Modern economy, which would suggest that there's something about economics in it. Okay, go to the abstract. What is an abstract? What is the purpose of an abstract to begin with? What does abstract even mean in this particular context? I'm going to let you go. Go ahead.
Abstract in this context was basically the description and overcourse or overview of what this topic article would go through.
Okay, an overview. What's a synonym for overview?
Summary.
Summary. So, this basically is telling you what the article is about. Now, how does it being a research publisher give you a different context for the article? What should you find from a research publisher?
Data.
Okay, I should find some data. I should find some facts. What else might I find from a research publisher?
Theories.
Okay, some theories. What do we find in the abstract? Someone read the first sentence for me. Janet, would you take that one, please?
This article presents a serious analysis of a ridiculous subject.
A ridiculous subject, but a serious analysis of a ridiculous subject. So, up front, the authors tell you the subject is ridiculous. Now, what is the rest of it saying? Take the second sentence. Go ahead. Carolina.
It provides a new approach to modeling intertemporal interactions between vampires and humans based popular fiction, literature, comic books, films, and TV series.
Okay, there's a slight typo in there. Between vampires and humans based on popular fiction, literature, comic books, films, and TV series. So what are we going to use as our source of information? Jerome.
fiction literature, comic books, films, and TV series.
So your Twilight series is in there. Ah, Buffy, that was a favorite of mine. Vampire Diaries, all of that media-generated stuff that has you wrapped up in vampires these days is fair game for this particular article. Let's look at the next sentence. Who's got my next sentence? Caitlin, go for me.
It is mainly concerned with the following questions. Would peaceful coexistence of humans and vampires be possible from a scientific point of view?
Underline the following question. Next sentence. Yvette, go.
And if so, why do not humans encounter vampires more often?
Now, those two sentences basically give you the focus of the research. This is the question, often called a hypothesis, that the authors are posing in the research. Research has to be based on a particular question that you're trying to answer. And what they are trying to ascertain or answer is whether or not vampires and humans could actually live together peacefully. The next sentence, go ahead and read the last one. Claudia, please.
Mathematical modeling enables us to conclude that several popular culture sources outline the models describing plausible and peaceful vampire and human coexistence.
What does that sentence suggest? What are they concluding? Alex, go ahead.
They're going to be able to prove it?
They're going to be able to prove it. Mathematical modeling enables us to conclude that it is possible for vampire and humans to coexist peacefully.